Something big is looming on the horizon for the New York Yankees, and recent developments in their AAA affiliate, the Scranton Rail Riders, have sparked a whirlwind of speculation among fans and insiders alike. Two key players, Everson Pereira and Brian De La Cruz, were suddenly scratched from the lineup in a move that caught everyone off guard. Given the timing and the context, right in the thick of trade deadline season, this unexpected decision has all the hallmarks of something much larger brewing behind the scenes. The baseball world is buzzing, and the chatter is pointing heavily toward the possibility that these roster moves could be the precursor to a significant trade involving the Yankees. Everson Pereira stands out as a particularly intriguing figure in this scenario. As the 12th best prospect in the Yankees farm system, he has steadily worked his way up through the minors, showing flashes of power and skill that have made him one of the more exciting young talents in their development pipeline. This season alone, Pereira has put up impressive numbers in AAA Scranton, boasting 15 home runs, 45 RBIs, and a solid batting average hovering around 262 over the course of 56 games. His offensive production has been complemented by 6 stolen bases and an overall OPS of .864, demonstrating a blend of power and speed that makes him a valuable asset. Yet despite his performance in the minors, Pereira has yet to fully establish himself at the major league level. The Yankees have given him opportunities, but he hasn't quite made the impact that the organization hoped for. Then there's Brian De La Cruz, a player with a different path but no less important in the conversation. De La Cruz was claimed off waivers from the Atlanta Braves and has been shuttling between the taxi squad and minor league affiliates, trying to carve out a spot for himself with the Yankees. Unlike Pereira, he has major league experience, but his time at the top has been limited so far, and his numbers this season in AAA have been more modest, with a batting average around .191 and no home runs. Despite this, his career stats show potential, including a solid .251 batting average overall and notable contributions in RBIs and runs scored during his time in the majors. His presence on the Yankees roster brings some depth, particularly in the outfield, but like Pereira, he has not yet found a consistent role. What makes the scratching of both these players so notable is the fact that it happened without clear explanation. Neither the team nor insiders close to the AAA level have provided reasons for their sudden absence from the lineup. This lack of information only fuels the rumors. When you couple this with the concurrent major league moves, such as Jazz Chisholm's shift to second base and DJ LeMahieu being benched, the pieces begin to suggest a strategic reshuffling rather than mere coincidence. The Yankees appear to be positioning themselves, perhaps to address glaring needs as the trade deadline approaches. The Yankees outfield is currently crowded, with players like Chisholm, Bellinger, Dominguez, and Judge Nwigwe occupying key spots, creating what many describe as a logjam. With so many options already entrenched, the team might not see Pereira or De La Cruz as essential long-term pieces in those positions. This could explain why they are considered potential trade chips. By including a promising prospect like Pereira and a major league experienced outfielder like De La Cruz in trade discussions, the Yankees could be aiming to acquire players who fill more urgent roles. A third baseman or starting pitcher are prime candidates, especially with injuries and performance issues affecting those areas. The third base situation is particularly interesting right now. Jazz Chisholm has been reported to be moving to second base, while DJ LeMahieu, who had previously been playing third, has been relegated to a bench role due to physical challenges adapting to that position. This leaves a notable hole at third base, a position the Yankees need to reinforce. Names like Cryan Hayes, IKF, Suarez, and Ryan McMahon have been floated as potential targets, each offering different skill sets but collectively representing possible upgrades. Among these, Eduardo Suarez stands out due to his proven major league experience and versatility. However, the question remains whether the Diamondbacks, his current team, will be willing to part ways with him given their pursuit of a playoff spot. The Diamondbacks position adds another layer of complexity to trade talks. Sitting at a near .500 record and within striking distance of the wild card, they might not be eager to sell off key players like Suarez. After making it to the World Series just 2 years ago, the organization clearly believes it still has a competitive window. This means any trade involving Suarez would require the Yankees to present a compelling package or wait for circumstances to change. The phrase, "it takes two to tango" rings especially true here, as both teams' motivations and timing need to align for a deal to materialize. Looking beyond third base, the Yankees are also facing challenges in their pitching staff. Clark. Schmidt's recent Tommy John surgery has created a void in the starting rotation, pushing the team to explore internal options like Kim Schiltler and potentially look externally for reinforcements. This pitching gap heightens the urgency for the front office to make moves, as the health of the rotation will be a critical factor in the second half of the season. Adding a reliable arm could be a game changer for the Yankees' playoff push. All these moving parts, prospects scratched from the AAA lineup, shifting infield positions, injured pitchers, and trade rumors paint a picture of a team actively working behind the scenes to recalibrate for the stretch run. It's a high-stakes period where every decision counts, and the Yankees appear to be gearing up for a flurry of activity. The absence of clear communication around Pereira and De La Cruz's scratching only heightens the intrigue, as silence often speaks volumes in baseball's trade season. Fans and analysts are left to connect the dots and speculate about what's next. Could Pereira be packaged in a deal to bring back a top-tier third baseman? Might De La Cruz's experience and outfield versatility make him an attractive trade asset? Will the Yankees prioritize pitching depth over positional upgrades? These questions are swirling as the deadline approaches, and the Yankees' moves in the coming days will offer crucial clues. While Hayes, IKF, Suarez, and McMahon remain active in their lineups for now, the quiet around Pereira and De La Cruz's status suggests the Yankees are keeping their cards close to the chest. Stranger things have happened in baseball, and sudden trades or announcements can emerge without warning. The timing of Jazz Chisholm's position change and the benching of DJ LeMahieu, combined with these minor league scratches, hint at a strategic plan that might soon unfold. As the July trade deadline heats up, the New York Yankees stand at a crossroads. Their roster has undeniable strengths, but also glaring holes that need addressing if they want to make a serious playoff run. The moves involving Pereira and Brian De La Cruz could be the first pieces of a larger puzzle, one that involves careful balancing of prospects, veterans, and team needs. The next few days promise to be critical, with rumors and reports likely intensifying as the front office finalizes its plans. One thing is clear, the Yankees are not standing still. Behind the scenes, they're maneuvering and evaluating options, preparing for what could be a transformative stretch of the season. Whether it's through a blockbuster trade or a series of smaller deals, the organization appears committed to maximizing its chances for postseason success. The scratches in the AAA lineup are just one sign of the shifting landscape, a subtle yet telling indicator that changes are coming. For now, fans can only watch and wait, following every update and analysis, hoping that the moves made will propel the team deeper into October. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the Yankees' actions over the next weeks will reveal just how serious they are about contending this year. As the trade deadline approaches, the intensity surrounding the New York Yankees roster decisions only grows. The scratching of Everson Pereira and Brian De La Cruz from the AAA lineup was just the beginning of what seems to be a series of calculated moves by the Yankees front office. Beyond the initial surprise and speculation, these actions reflect a deeper strategy aimed at shoring up weaknesses and maximizing the team's chances in a highly competitive league. Every roster adjustment, from minor league lineup changes to major league position shifts, hints at a bigger picture, one that involves intricate planning, risk assessment, and a readiness to make bold decisions. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In what's shaping up to be one of the most unexpected storylines of the Yankees season, whispers are circulating that a heated altercation between rising stars Anthony VOLPE and Ben Rice may have led to both players being temporarily removed from the active roster. While the team has yet to confirm any internal disciplinary action, sources close to the situation suggest tensions may have boiled over behind closed doors, sending shockwaves through the Yankees clubhouse. The alleged incident reportedly took place following a recent game at Yankee Stadium, where both players appeared visibly frustrated, though few could have guessed the extent of the tension. VOLPE, often seen as one of the franchise's cornerstones, and Rice, who's emerged as a surprise contributor this season, are believed to have clashed during a team meeting or post-game discussion. The exact cause of the dispute remains unclear, but speculation points to a disagreement over leadership roles or competitive friction stemming from recent lineup decisions. Neither Volpe nor Rice has appeared in uniform since the incident, fueling rumors that the Yankees front office has quietly moved to de-escalate the situation. While some believe this could be a short-term cooling-off period, others worry it could signal deeper fractures within a team already grappling with injuries and inconsistent performances. Inside the organization, no one is speaking on record, but murmurs among staff and media hint at a locker room divided, with some players reportedly taking sides. Fans, meanwhile, are left scratching their heads, wondering how two young talents with such promising futures could find themselves in this kind of turmoil. Could this be a momentary lapse fueled by the pressure of the Bronx spotlight? Or is it the beginning of a longer, more complicated saga for the Yankees' young core? As the team continues to chase playoff aspirations, one thing is certain: the situation between Volpe and Rice has become impossible to ignore. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.